Welcome to another episode of Off the Pitch. Again, hot topic today, transfers. And George, you've been missed. And actually, we had a groundbreaking episode where Cully's mum was about to get signed by Chelsea. She turned it down.
Yeah, turned it down.
Really? Well, we are signing every Tom, Dick and Harry, aren't we? So you wouldn't be surprised.
If she
Probably
plays
starts for United, though, I'd imagine.
Hey?
Probably would start for United, given the state of your team.
Don't even start me on the state of my team. Let's talk Chelsea. Fucking hell.
But no, you know what? George is right. Let's kick off there. You haven't won a game yet.
We won one.
1-1. What to do? Lost
I
3-0.
I don't know if I buy into this nonsense about pre-season friendlies. If it was pre-season friendlies, Arsenal or pre-season games, Arsenal have won a couple trophies, haven't they? It's nonsense. You can have a terrible
City, didn't they?
Right,
City and Chelsea. So I mean, maybe Chelsea, fine. It's probably about the level, but City, you know what I mean? They're playing the kids, and
Well, you got turned over by Liverpool, didn't you? They've got a brand new manager, so you're not looking great.
2-1. I wouldn't say turned over, but yeah,
but still lost, didn't you?
The slot machine. But United, it's like being in fucking deja vu. It's the same as last season. We've got a bunch of injuries.
Oh, I wonder why that is.
And we've got a bunch of injuries, and we're like starting season without a number 9. And it's like, oh, what's going to happen? Same old.
Bring on Van Nistelrooy.
You keep the same manager, you get the same results.
You know what? Nistelrooy would still get 15 goals, I reckon. Even now, he'd still get it because he's such a selfish git. He'd bang in a couple.
Yeah, even if Hoyland was fit, he's not gonna bag you 20 goals a season, I don't think.
Is there 15? No. Well, he got 16 last year.
In all comps.
All comps, he got 16.
How many in the Premier League?
I think it was 10, 8, 9. Or
nah, 10? Don't go double digits if it's not.
No, I think it was double digits, wasn't it?
I don't know, to be fair. I just
he scored 7 in 7. He scored 7 in 7.
Yeah, but you can't just randomly take a little section out of the middle of the season and say, "Oh, he got 7 in 7." Like that's just complete nonsense.
Did he get 7 in 7?
No, he got 7 in about 30, and then he
got 7 in 7.
Got 7 in 30.
He got 7 in 7, didn't he? If you pick
7
in
in 30, yeah, but you're ignoring the 15 games before that. He didn't score for his first like 20 games.
Hold on. Mathematically, then it'll be 0 in 23.
Yeah, that's right.
So there you go, George. 0 in 23, and then 7.
Yeah.
Pick a stat.
No, he's Rasmus Højlund. I don't hate him as a player, but he's not the answer, is he? I mean, it's the same. Everyone kids themselves. They've got a good striker up top. Look at Arsenal. They've got Havertz. They think he's the answer.
Mate. Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz.
Hang on.
The Jesus cycles back around. Is it?
No, mate. Listen, if he's fit,
highest goal scorer out of all 3 of our strikers.
He's a good. You'd have him at Chelsea.
Who?
No,
Jesus.
Jesus, yeah.
No.
Well, he's better than Nicholas Jackson, isn't he? Come on, let's have a look.
Let's have a look at the goals last season. I don't think he was actually.
Well, he was injured all last
Thank you.
He's fit.
He never scores goals though, does he? He gets involved with Lincoln.
I'll have a friendly bet with you that between Kai and Jesus, they score more than whoever plays. Your number 9.
Oh, so you get 2 players, we get 1.
Your 2 starting strike, Nicholas Jackson.
Okay, let's go Palmer and Jackson because Palmer plays.
Oh no,
no, that doesn't count.
All right, okay, let's go Saka and Havertz against Palmer.
Okay, done.
All right.
Deal.
Yeah. But Chelsea's number 1 striker.
And we'll have a side one who finishes further. Would that be the main?
No, we won't do that. No, we won't do that.
Fair enough.
Chelsea's number 1 striker, the highest paid striker, is Lukaku. So that's who their guy is.
Yeah.
They've been paying his wages all this time.
I think they're still paying
wages are being paid.
One thing I want to
mention here, the teams is on loan now.
One thing I want to mention is that going back to transfers, right? Chelsea have been relentless.
4 keepers, I think.
Players. So much that their squad size is 41 players.
That's not quite true, though, is it? Really, that's just including a bunch of 16 to 18-year-olds that aren't going to play. They're going to be out on loan. But,
10-year contracts.
But then
the thing is, I didn't really want us.
George, going down the list, Liverpool have 30. Tottenham 30, Man City 29.
Yeah, but if I
Man
included
U
your
28.
academy players,
Hold on.
you'd
Man
have
U
more.
28. And Arsenal only 24.
And that's one of the reasons they might struggle again and not win any trophies.
Keeping
No
it
depth.
tight.
Look, we don't have 40 players because there's 28 on tour. So that's the first team.
What happens on tour stays on tour.
Cheers, Cuddy. Good input.
Oh, he's hoping that,
No,
right? Because Man U
no.
keep losing on tour.
On our transfers, I think we'll have one more. We're going to make one more signing.
One more keeper.
Another keeper
An
added to
even
the ranks.
dozen.
But look, there wasn't too much I wanted changing about the squad. The keeper probably is one of the positions this week, especially with Enzo's style of play. You can't really have Petrovic in goal. Sanchez doesn't look great, so they've gone and got a young guy. Not spent loads on him, but I mean, look, I think they should have signed one goalkeeper instead of three, and then tried to pick them.
Who's first choice, second choice, third choice?
I mean, I imagine at the minute it's Sanchez, and then the idea is that the new lad replaces him. What's his name? Jorgensen, however you say it. He's going to replace him. Is I guess the idea. And Petrovic would be third choice, but I think they're going to try to sell him. But then going forwards, it's left back. You said we could have looked at one of those, but then Cucurella's looked better, so we'll keep him. Right back, we don't need a right back. We've got
That wasn't in your list of goalkeepers.
No, because he's not in the squad.
Oh, you got five. You got five goalkeepers.
They're all better than Onana, so it's fine. Right back,
nibbling today like mad, isn't he?
Centre back.
Look at
Could
him,
have strengthened centre back.
George is upset. It's because Palmer's not been on TV.
This is what happens when you miss out on one episode.
Palmer.
And again, going back to transfers.
I'm all right with that squad.
I'm going back to transfers. Gallagher and the way Chelsea have approached it and kind of pushed him out
of
the club to Atletico and just gone right.
No.
If you don't go,
True.
you're not going to be in the first team. We're not going to play you, etc. It's just
he was offered a 2-year contract as a squad player.
Yeah.
3-year deal. Or go out and play somewhere. He didn't want to play anywhere else in the Premier League, which I respect. So he's gone and played for. He's gone to a manager. I think he'll
Nobody
really
else
suit
would have
down
him.
to the team.
Nobody else would have him.
I think 3 Premier League teams bid for him, didn't they? That's pretty well documented. Spurs, Newcastle. I'm not sure who the other one would have been, but there were 3 highlighted.
Direct rivals.
But look, I think it's worked out all right in the end. 40 million for him. He's going to play under a manager who suits his style of play, and that's another bit of pure profit in the bank, isn't it?
Yeah,
bit monkey making train on his own and all that though. I don't rate that, and players talk. I don't think that's a good look for Chelsea.
Why not though?
Well, just because it sends the wrong message. It's not a good way to treat a player, is it?
Yeah. But how did they treat him?
It's not like he's a bad egg. Like he was your best player last season.
Right,
whoever they sign, they get a 7-year deal on 250 grand. So why wouldn't you sign for Chelsea?
Our wages have come down massively. That's just, again, if you look at our wages under the Bowley...
You should get a job. Todd Bowley should hire you as like the PR.
I think
because the way you're talking about it, you think you're like Real Madrid at the minute. It's mad.
No, but I think Bowley's made mistakes.
But come on.
If you're using the wage bill argument, it's nonsense because he's brought our wage bill down massively. And that's still having players on the books like Lukaku, like you mentioned, who were bought by the previous owners. The only errors he made were in terms of the wages were in that first window when he got Koulibaly, Sterling, and Cucurella, gave them too high a wage. But since then, they've rectified that, and they now are playing players incentivized wages, which has been working in terms of the costs. Maybe not the results on the pitch yet, but
I'm saying the wage bill's
if you talk about wages, right? In the top earners of the Premier League, Chelsea have got 2 in there, Sterling and Lukaku. Yep, at number 5.
Who I said, yeah.
Yep. Man United 1, Rashford at number 9, and Arsenal number 10, Kai Havertz. So it's still two big wages on the books there, right?
And then City are paying De Bruyne half a bar a week.
De Bruyne and Haaland, but they're clear on top. Liverpool have had Salah. Well, no, actually.
Salah's got to be up there, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's third. He's third. Yeah, sorry. De Bruyne, Haaland.
Yeah.
And they've got Grealish and Silva in the top 10.
Okay. And who did Chelsea have up there? Just Sterling and Lukaku.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, everyone says again, Caicedo joined Chelsea for money. That's just one example. He was offered a lower base salary than he was offered at Liverpool, but there's incentives involved, and he'd already said the word. So I don't. I think look, the board have made mistakes. They've signed players they shouldn't. I think they should sign a few more statement players. But the issue is, if you sign these statement players, you have to pay them big wages. If you sign the younger players that are up and coming, you don't have to pay them such big wages. Like Cole Palmer. What was it? He's on a tiny wage. They're going to increase it, I think, now because otherwise they'll risk losing him. But I can't remember exactly what it was off the top of my head. I don't know if you can look it up, but that's a prime example of it. And it takes a few of those.
Cole Palmer's not exactly going to be loyal to Chelsea, is he? Like he kind of he didn't want to be there, did he? Like he's a United fan, played for City, wanted to stay at City, forced out the door. If Chelsea don't perform,
I'm not even nibbling on that.
No, but
do
you know what I mean? Like, it's not like he's a Chelsea boy, is it? Like if Real Madrid, if he has another wicked season and Real Madrid come knocking, he's gone. So you've got to give.
That's the same for every single player in the league, pretty much. If Real Madrid come knocking, anyone will go.
Real Madrid or Barcelona come knocking, or Saudi.
Everyone goes.
Or Saudi.
Not Bukayo.
They wouldn't want him. He's useless.
I think we all know it's not true. Come on.
On that note, thank you guys.